Good afternoon, traders. It's Bill Baruch with Blue Line Futures. Intraday midday market minute. It's a bloodbath out there. But before I get to it, if you're watching this on YouTube, please click the link below and subscribe. Like and subscribe. If you're watching from a website, there's also a link below to direct you to YouTube, and you can subscribe that way. We'd love you to follow us. We'd love you to help us build our following. Yes, it's a bloodbath out there tonight. And, it didn't happen directly after the Moody's downgrade of 10 small mid-sized banks. Didn't happen directly after the China trade balance data, but it really started happening through the European Open. And that's when the volume starts to come into the market. And that's where things got slammed and they just bled in through the U.S. Open. We're seeing some stability in some of the commodities, which is surprising and good to see. The equity markets did trade lower to new cycle lows. The S&P got below 44.9375, and we have a big level of support, 44.70 to 77, that it started to move in front of. If we can get a move and turn higher into the afternoon at a minimum, above 45.07 would help neutralize what took place here in the early part of the morning and put the market on a solid footing. Maybe you can consolidate into CPI on Thursday. Similar for the NASDAQ, big level 15,260. If we can get back above 15,350, you can get on maybe some footing here to consolidate into tomorrow and ahead of CPI data. Now, we do have some more data coming from China tonight, CPI and PPI from China. The inflation number is going to be important to watch. But ultimately, if this thing can turn, again, we can consolidate and maybe in the U.S. hours tomorrow ahead of CPI. There are some positive spots out there. Healthcare continues to do very well. But you know what? Crude oil is doing very well. Crude oil turned higher sort of middle part of the morning after the EIA short-term energy outlook talked about higher prices as output cuts continue to stabilize and underpin a rally here. And we've seen that, it put a low in very early, 79.90, turned higher, and it was moving some momentum higher ahead of that energy outlook number from the EIA, and that really brought a tailwind back above $82. We have a lot of resistance levels up there. They're in play now. Watch this. This just tells you how strong the internals are of crude oil and leading into the EIA numbers, the actual weekly numbers tomorrow. Now, you're also seeing copper come off the lows a little bit. That's nice to see. It traded down to the 618 retracement of this entire range over the past couple of months. Gold and silver bludgeoned as well. They're trying to move higher. Now, what did bring a little bit of breath of fresh air, though, was Philadelphia Fed President Harker talking about not tightening too much, also talking about potential cuts next year. See if that brings some tailwinds into tomorrow as well. But at the end of the day, it's all about this Chinese yuan, and the Chinese yuan continues to weaken against the U.S. dollar. It can be seen as the dollar strengthening on the CME's CNH contract. Our team is here to help you navigate, so give us a call, 312-278-0500. Remember, futures trading involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors.